matchup of unbeatens between the Memphis Egyptians and the Cleveland Browns. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this to the 32. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Fields on 1st down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Uses the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. I'll give to Hall running right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Egyptians put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Egyptians 7, Browns 0. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measure.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. First down, it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
The Browns take over first and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball again on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A give running right is Hall. He'll take it inside the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 24-yard line.
Fields now to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd.
I can spin this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. A give running right, Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Etienne up the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Egyptians come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Take it at the 37.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And some room to maneuver.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on 1st down.
On the counter, ETN.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Travis Etienne.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Memphis first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Off play action, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Fields.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get this up near midfield, but then still a few yards shy of the first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right.
On 1st down, Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
43!
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mahomes. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Mahomes. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now he's loose down the left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down and then sets up the 1st and goal.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. One more time with ETN. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it?
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.